Today we're going to talk about a case study of a pedestrian that was crossing in a well-lit crosswalk and he was hit by a car.
It also involved distracted driving, which we see often, and most times when you think of distracted driving, you think of someone on their cell phone, but sometimes distracted driving just means looking away for just a few seconds and missing a crosswalk where a pedestrian is crossing. And that is what happened in this case, and our client suffered catastrophic injuries at a very young age, and we watched him get extensive medical care, and it was very difficult to see how just glancing away from your vehicle for 2 seconds can cause such severe injuries to such a young man.
A crosswalk that was well marked, it was lit up, there were markings on the pavement and even a warning on the pavement for drivers that there was a crosswalk ahead. And as he is crossing where he's supposed to in the lane, a driver coming down the roadway with clear conditions hits him and causes serious injury, putting him into an immediate coma.
He suffered very severe brain injuries and actually had a very long hospitalization and had to go to a subacute rehab center because his brain injuries were so extensive. We visited him and we followed him through with all of his medical care. Our team knows the medical side of it, and we know where you need to go, and we can suggest resources to get the medical care you need, especially in issues of traumatic brain injuries. There are limited resources here in West Michigan for brain injury victims. We know what those resources are. We know how to help guide and navigate you through the medical care after a traumatic brain injury.
And in a case like this, the defendants try to deny that they're at fault. It's important, especially in these distracted driving cases, to get the cell phone records and try to find eyewitness testimony, somebody that can help you build the case. And through our work, we established that this was well lit, warnings were in place, and that it was in plain view and should not have been missed. So we were able to successfully prove that the driver was at fault for causing the accident. And in a situation like this, where you have a severe brain injury, it takes a long time for them to heal. So we're waiting to see what is the outcome going to be for him, so that we make sure that we get you the financial resources and the medical care that you need to fully recover to the extent you can from your injuries.
We knew that he was going to need home modifications. He wasn't going to be able to go home and just live a normal life. So we made sure to set up the family with necessary resources to get those home modifications, to make sure that he had everything accessible to him that he needed. The family had to come to terms with that. This accident changed his life forever, and they had to figure out a new normal, and that's where we step in, and this is going to be a new life for you. This is a new normal, but we're here to make this new normal as easy as it can be, and we're here to walk you through it and get all the resources you need to adjust to this new life.
So if you or a family member find yourself in a situation like this where you're injured as a pedestrian or because of a distracted driving event, call us, tell us what happened, and let's move forward together.